Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Meadsy69 and welcome back to channel. Today we're going to be looking at two tanks that have come back into stores. We're going to be looking at the ISU-122S and the ISU-130. So ISU-122S, it is a tier 7 tank destroyer, and this battle we're going to watch Tom playing it on Canal. So what's the tank like? It's basically an SU-152. It's the highest DPM tank in tier 7, I believe. I think it's 3,200, around about that. So it's got lovely DPM. But is the tank worth it? Yes, it's got the highest DPM in the game, or sorry, not in tier 7. But if you own an SU-152, you might as well just run the 122mm on it instead of the 152. Then if you run the 122mm instead of the 152, you get this tank. Literally, you get this tank. So I'm not sure if, I own the tank. I bought it years ago. So I wouldn't go out of your way to buy the tank. I mean, if you've got the gold sitting there, then yes, you can buy the tank and earn some credits. Then you can just use the SU-152 for the 152. It's totally up to you. But if I'm honest, I wouldn't say it's worth it. It's come for the the ISU130, and I think it's 10,500 gold for the both of them, which for two tanks, the tier 7 and the tier 8, that's not a bad price. Going by the price is what we have seen. I mean, the Scorpion G, 17,500. So 10,500 for two tanks is a good price. But it's just, is it? I mean, is there any need for the tanks? We're going to talk about the 130 after this battle. So for me, I mean, they're cheap, but I just wouldn't bother, guys. You can make credits, but you might as well just use that to enrich the 152, the SU-152, because the tank on this the reload on this is 7.2 seconds. You can see here now in Canal, he's got a bit of damage and he hadn't been spotted, so he can make use of that DPM. This is where these kind of positions, the 122mm comes in handy, when you can just sit at the back, not unspotted, and dish out over 400 damage every 7 seconds. But you're going to see later on in the game that where the 152 would come in handy. So now it's 5 against 4. That will change soon. The T32 has now been put down to a one shot, but the SU-152 up there is going to die. So Tom is just going to back up. There goes the SU-152, and there goes the KV-4. So it's now a 3-on-4. The enemy have got over 500 supremacy points. So Tom now makes these changes his mind and decides this is when I need to push. And you can see there the ISU-130 negative, hold position. No, we are losing. We're going to lose if we just sit tight. So he knows that the T32 is a one shot. Now, I've been playing this tank to try and get the footage for this video, and I really wasn't having fun in it. And I come across a few T32s. Now, just watch this shot. It's so troll. And that's not going to be the only troll shot he's going to have. He finally does manage to take him out, but he took a shot to take him out. So he's now going to capture base A. He is now bringing it down to a 3-on-3, but they are still losing on supremacy points. But now they have two bases, that will start to change. And there's 3 tanks still left alive. 2 of them, or one of them, with the E25 being great DPM, and the T49. So he can be one-shotted by the T49, and here comes the T49 now. So I'm hoping that the ISU-130 does take a shot on him, which he does. Nice roll there, 626 damage, and now he comes. He needs to take him out. He misses his first shot. He can back up, but with the reload on this thing, people do misjudge the reload. They think it's longer than it is. So he's now reloaded, and he can finally take out the T49, just leaving that T25-2 and the E25 left. So he's now going to come around, and this is where the troll shots or any soon against this T25-2. Now the T25-2 hasn't got the greatest of armor, but he really is going to struggle with this tank. So it's a 3-on-2. All they now need to do is sit tight. They're just about going to be winning on supremacy points. The ISU130 is now getting rushed by the T25-2, and he is going to get rushed by the E25. So his hit points are going to go down very quickly. And you can see there he goes. He does get a shot in on the E25. His VK on his team has now captured base B, so it's now 3 caps against 1. And here's where the troll shots start happening. There's one bounce on the side of a T25 turret, and there's 2 bounces on the T25-2 turret, and he's now going to switch up to HE just to try and clear him. He's got 1 HE shell left. He's going to fully aim in, and he is going to miss. Unlucky, very troll indeed. But he is going to get taken out. But he is getting shot now by the E25, which has got great DPM, 3.2 seconds, and he's not spotted. So he does the right thing here in backing up. There's no point to expose yourself. They're winning on cut points. Let the E25 make the move, and that is exactly what he has done. So he's now going to poke forward. He does get a bounce, and he is going to take the E25 out. So he finishes on 5 kills, 3.3k damage. 1355 base XP, which is not bad XP for actually sitting on a hill and just sniping. So that is the SU-152S, sorry, the SU-122S. For me, as I've said, I don't think it really is worth getting if you own an SU-152. Now, this is the ISU130. I like the tank. It's a really, really good tank, and it's one of those tanks that has the normal AP has more penetration than the premium AP, but the premium AP has more damage. So the normal AP on this, we're going to call it the special AP. The premium AP, we're going to call special AP. So the normal AP has around 3,100 DPM. Which is good for tier 8. The special AP has 3,500. But of course, it's not always. If you get into a tier 7 game, you can pump out that DPM. If you get into a tier 9 game, now this battle here, I said to Manly, like, this is like the worst opposition for us. They have a Tortoise, they have VKs, they have an EXP, and these are all tanks that we are not going to be able to penetrate with our special AP, especially frontally. So our team has now caught base A, the enemy team has caught base C. No one has been spotted except for this Tiger, so now we know that most of the enemy team are going to be around this area. So the EXP has been spotted, the VK has been spotted, I've been spotted. We do get a normal AP shot there on the VK, and he misses us, and we're now going to back up. We don't want to stay on top of a hill when there's only 3 or 2 tanks spotted. We're going to get absolutely wrecked. So the EXP there, we're not able to penetrate him. Our tank to our left, our Tiger, is going to get wrecked. Manly Baby, my platoon mate, he is also going to get wrecked shortly. And I'm actually surprised I survived for so long in this battle. The AMX 1390 is going to take out the Tiger, which now we are going to, with no point using HE. That is the thing with this tank. There is no point using HE. The HE does around 600 damage. The premium or the special AP does almost the same. And with the HE, you have the chance of splashing and only doing sort of 1, 2, 3, 400 damage. Whereas the premium AP, the special AP, you don't splash. And that is what we done on the AMX 13. He was behind them, the gates and the fences. So if we would have shot HE, we wouldn't have penetrated him. We would have gone just straight through the fence. So we used our special AP to penetrate him. Now Manly Baby is going to get rushed. The AMX 13 doesn't realise that the IS5 was looking at him, but now the Tortoise is going to rush Manly Baby. So this is where they make the mistake. It's now 4 versus 5. This Tortoise should have come towards me as well as the EXP, but instead the Tort goes right in the middle, which allows me to use my special AP into the side of him, now putting him down to a one-shot. But I'll quickly notice that the enemy VK100 is looking at me, and we literally just get away from his shell, and we do take out the tortoise, and it's now the WZ111 is gone, and it's now a 4 versus 3. This VK is a one-shot, so we get a nice roll into him, but the other VK is now on his way to me, so we need to back up, and we just need to take cover. We are a one-shot potentially if he average rolls. I mean, we can get a low roll and still stay alive. We're going to wait. The VK is still coming, but just in time, our team goes behind him, takes his attention, which now allows me to go around, get behind him, and use one of my special APs to do 579 damage. So he's now a one-shot. He is going to get taken off, which means now we can all rush the EXP. So while we're doing that, is the tank worth getting? Again, the SU-122S I don't think is worth getting, because it is just a 152 with a 122 gun. Now, the 130 is, if you own an ISU152, then this tank I don't think is worth it. Now, I like the tank, don't get me wrong, but the premium ammo on this does 500 or so damage. That normal AP of an ISU152 does the same damage. So if you own any of those tanks, then these two tanks are definitely not worth getting. But if you've got a spare gold just sitting there, then you are getting a nice tank here. The ISU130 is a nice tank, so you are getting a nice tank. But for me, it just isn't worth getting. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I hope I helped you decide whether you're going to buy the tanks or not. I'm Meadsy69, and I'll catch you soon. Bye-bye.